Hey guys, what is up? This is Cody. Or xCodeh. How's it going today? Hopefully everybody watching this video is having yourself a snazzy day. Let me know in the comments down below where you're watching from, inside or outside of the United States. I always love to know. This is one of the most cringy, borderline bone shivering experiences ever. This is one of those core memories that you look back on when it's 3 in the morning, you take a big dab and you're just about to go to sleep, but it's oops, you grabbed the sativa one by accident, and now you're just in this horrible thought process of every little cringy thing that you've done in the past 10 years, and man, how could I have done that better? You know, I just wish I said it this way. I just wish man, what the fuck is wrong with me? You're just sitting there cringing. This was probably the worst time I've ever bought weed. This was top of the line, terrible time. This took place when I was in Maine. I was visiting a couple friends up in Maine, and they had this exclusive drug dealer, this exclusive weed guy that was only around a couple days a week. And what he would do is, at the time, weed was kind of like gray area legal in Maine. I think it's still like that, but even better now. Basically what you would do is you'd order weed online, and then they'd show up and you'd pay for the delivery fee, and the weed was free and it was legal in that aspect. Like, the governor of Maine even said to do that because it was like the way it works currently. I think they might have figured it out since then. Any Mainers in the comment? So a couple times a week, this dude would go up to northern Maine where the mega danks. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Maine is a hidden gem in America when it comes to cannabis. Top of the line. The people up there really fucking care. California's got those exotic jungle bag, mylar, that kind of stuff. But the people up in Maine, they're all about the plant. They're all about the medicine. And best dabs I've ever had, best weed I've ever had, Maine. Besides the Super Lemon Haze and the Death Star for all the OG viewers. Put it in the comments if you remember that. So this dude would go up to Maine, get the fucking diggity danks, the top of the line stuff, bring it downtown to where my buddies lived at the time. And I was only there for like 2 or 3 days, but it was coincidentally one of the days that he was going to be in town, so they got me all hyped up. On the 4-hour drive up, I was just thinking about it. Man, we're going to get this fucking dank ass weed medical from Maine and shit. It's going to be lit. So the entire time I was there, I was just so excited to meet this dude. And the day finally came. It was like kind of getting late outside. We're driving down neighborhoods. Pull up to this house. I got the dry mouth, dude, nervous, like I'm about to meet a celebrity or something. I don't know why. Dude, drug dealing is, even when it's an illegal situation, I just always get so fucking nervous, dude. I don't know why. I just always think that I'm gonna fucking hand someone the money, and then cops are gonna be like, get the fuck on the ground, you know, something insane like the movies. Episode of The Wire. Watch that show. It's a great show. Like, honestly, if that even happened to me now, it would be a net positive, because I could make a story for you guys. But anyways, I don't want to get swarmed by police in any capacity. So we go into this dude's house, and this is where it all goes wrong. So the way his house was set up was a little weird. We go into his porch, and it was super dark. I could barely see anything. I don't know if the dude's lights were broken or if they were trying to save electricity, but it was like going into like a super dark lit room, and the only light in the entire house was like the fucking oven light with the little timer on it, and then his room. That's it. Everything else was off. I'm only telling you this because it kind of gives me a slight excuse for what's about to happen. We're walking through this dude's house, and at this point, I didn't even shake his hand or say hi. They're talking to him, and I'm just in the back, okay? I'm just the fucking tag-along friend that's buying weed. We're coming along his house, so we get to the living room, and I'm the last one in line. And I see everybody step over something, but I guess my brain didn't tell, did the synapses didn't fucking connect and tell my legs to pick up my legs too, because I tripped over this wire. Normally, you catch yourself, you catch the snag and you're like, oh shit, nothing happens. No. This wire was going right to his router, to his internet. Like the table's right here, and it was already on the edge. It must have been on the fucking edge, corner piece, fucking ready to go at any point in time, like a rock slide waiting to happen. This thing flies across the room, man. Like, the noise that it made when it sounded like it shattered into pieces. It sounded like I threw a fucking plate across the room. Psh, fucking slams across the ground. Unplugs entirely. All the lights turn off. The guy turns around like, dude, what the heck? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see the wire. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. And I'm picking up the router, and he's just like, it's fine. The look on his face, dude, the look on his face. He plugs it back in, and then we all go back into his room, and I'm sitting like on the very far end of the room on like a chair. Everybody's like kind of gathered around him because he's got this insane looking dab rig, the craziest dab rig I ever seen. It must have been like a fucking mothership, like deluxe or something, probably $4,000. He's got a fucking temp gun with a laser on it and stuff. This guy's got the setup, but he's sitting in his computer chair, just trying to fucking check his social media or email or something, and he's just like, the internet's not working. Looks right back at me. And I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, hopefully it just comes on in a couple minutes. Sometimes, it takes a couple minutes to, get back going. And he's just like, all right, okay. He pulls out the drawer, and I just see like stacks of fucking little paper containers with 1 gram things that shatter in them. He takes out one GG number 4. This was like right when the Gorilla Glue lawsuit was happening, when they had to switch all the names from Gorilla Glue to GG number 4. He was kind of just, talking with my friends, explaining it to me the entire time, not looking at me. Like I'm not there, I'm a fucking cockroach on the wall to him. And he's giving everybody in the room a dab, of course, after he took one, because he just got back from the long drive from northern Maine. I can't even begin to describe the smell in the air. Like, just so sweet and dank and just incredible. He's giving everybody a dab, and then it's my turn, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, he's not gonna give me one. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not even here. I just fucked up his night, dude. And he looks over to me, and he's like, you want one too, man? And I'm like, I would absolutely love one, but I'm just so sorry about your internet, dude. Like, is it back on yet? He looks over. Not looking like it, man. And I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I felt terrible. He gives me like the really small dab, but I told him I'll just do a small one, man. I just want to try it because it smells so good. And he's like, yeah, it is really good. I gotta let you have one. But I took that dab. I have never tasted anything like that in my life. It was like I was dabbing honey, like super sweet. It almost tasted like I took a couple drops of tincture. Like that's the flavor. It was insane. It had to have been like the perfect temperature because he had the laser temp on it and everything, and a laser gun temp. I forgot what it's called, but holy fuck. That was the best dab I've ever had. Straight up ever. I've had so much other stuff, laser cat extract, 710 labs, live batter, all sorts of like in really top tier stuff, but I'm telling you, Maine is a hidden gem. It's not just a vacation state, it's a fucking gem. And the worst part about all this, I asked my friends, I don't know, maybe like a day or two after when I was back at home, I was like, hey, so like, did that dude's internet ever come back? The next time they got weed, he's sitting in the car bitching because I broke his router. Completely broke it, I guess. Just fucking shattered on the floor. Wow. Just wow. I was even thinking of moving up to Maine, getting an apartment next to my buddies up there. I wouldn't have a plug. That plug was fucking toasted, dude. That was the time where I just completely DDoSed a drug dealer up in Maine. First time ever meeting him. I hope you guys got a laugh out of it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any experiences like this, hopefully not, where you just going to meet someone for the first time when you're buying weed and just embarrass the fuck out of yourself. I feel like we might have all been there as stoners, but hey, hopefully not like this. Thank you to everybody on screen. For $1 or $2 a month, you can support the channel, get access to the uncensored, unlisted videos that I've been making over on Patreon. More information and a link in the description and in the pinned comment below. I don't think I'll ever forget this. This was truly a core memory, a core cringy memory. Whenever I get to that certain level of dabbed out, and I'm just thinking, man, what if that dude has internet? Like, could you just imagine? After a couple hour drive, after a long day's work, all you want to do is hop on Netflix, hop on your social media, you watch some YouTube videos. Nope, some fucking bozo you never met comes into your house and DDoSes you, just fucking destroys your router. That's not even an easy fix too. You gotta hit up your ISP, they gotta fucking have a guy come out the next day. Sometimes they're not available, sometimes they say they're gonna show up and then fucking 6 hours later they never show up, dude. I wonder how long that dude was out of internet. I'm gonna have trouble figuring out a funny title for this video. Maybe I'm gonna say DDoSing a drug dealer, huh? That'll get age restricted. Thank you for spending the time out of your day to watch my video. Leave a like on it if you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Stay high, stay lifted, stay snazzy.